Good morning, everybody, and this is your SP 500 setups for today. So we have broken through this little range here, more of a head and shoulders pattern anyway. You can see it's a triangle, so you straight down and then straight up. So that is a consolidation pattern. We have broken up. I would just want to get rid of that, and let's just get a little bit better visible structure in. And just do that. So that is a level that I would like us to see retesting, and you can see it's quite important. Now we're going to have to just go to the weekly just to try and pick up this next level here. So it has been hit. I mean, that's the target I gave you yesterday, so that has definitely been taken out at the moment. So I really would like to see some kind of pullback to allow us to get in, but nevertheless you'll probably find structure on the lower time frames, but this is onward and upwards. There's no two ways about it. The only warning sign that we do have is that we are overbought, and that is by the indicators here grouping to the upside. So the stochastics grouping like that, we need to be wary of just jumping in for a move to the upside. So trend is still up, so obviously we need to go with the trend, but we just need to be careful about where we're going in. Now we do have Fed's minutes coming out later tonight, so typically what happens is you go sideways. There is a host of other data and noise today as well, which could impact price as well, but at the moment we've kind of reached 45.50 and we're just hovering around here. So logic is going to be pretty sound. Now don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget that next week you're also going to be without videos for the week. So great time to practice where your levels are, where your entries are, and see what you can do on your own feet as well. Okay, so on the hour, let's just get the level exactly. So first things first, this is what I would like to see us test. You see we did test it on a lower time frame. You can see it by the tail here, and we'll get down to lower time frames now. That is 45.27. Okay, 45.50 to 45.50 is what I'm going to round off to. That is a fairly strong weekly level. So I definitely don't want to be jumping in long up here. I want to be long, but not up there. I'm looking for an opportunity lower down. Now the closest is all the way down here, but what we need to do is just pop down to the lower time frames and pay attention here. So you can see here, there was your entry, break of that level, which I spoke about yesterday, 45.27. Nice juicy pin bar on it with an engulfing bar. You could take it on the pin bar or wait for the next bar there. That would have given you 78 point stop loss. You may have got a little bit worried here, but nevertheless you could have moved stop to entry, and you could still be in it at the moment, to be honest. So that would have been a 2-to-1 trade. So right now the next micro level, there's one here, and it's one more area of interest that you need to pay attention to, and that's these gaps here. See these two gaps? There's one there, there's one there. So pull back onto 45.44 is definitely something to pay attention to. A deeper pullback down to 45.39 is also something to pay attention to. However, with the Fed's minutes, what you may find is, you see this little story of threes here, see these three tails here, which we broke, and we broke back below, and we've gapped up again. That may actually be the correct level to pay attention to. So that is exactly 45.49. So 45.50. So the moral of the story here is, if we stay above 45.50, expect a relatively volatile Fed minute. So the way I would be doing this is either leave the US markets alone and focus on the DAX this morning, and then pick up the US markets. Well, you won't be able to pick them up tomorrow. I suppose we could pick them up tomorrow, but that's the day before Thanksgiving weekend. So normally it's almost like the day before Christmas. It's quick volatile session early in the morning and then nothing as people start taking off early for the long weekend. So I think this is probably our best bet is going to be 45.50, 45.49.4. That is where my gaps are. So I'd want to see a pullback onto that. I want to see a retest of that before bouncing to the upside and continuing. Now, you don't want to get trapped in a trade now that you're going to have to hold over the Thanksgiving weekend. You'll get a small window on Friday because the market's open half day on Friday. So you get a small window to exit the trade. But I'd be very, very cautious of getting trapped on the US markets at the moment. Rather be sitting flush with cash and then get back in next Monday. So, yeah, I think that's kind of my story for today. And I just want to finish off here on the weekly because look at this big shoulder, head, shoulder. Obviously, we need to clear that level there, which is the spin bar here, which will more than likely add some, act as a level for us anyway. But this is definitely a massive opportunity, and then you've got this big move up, flag, and continuation. So now we're looking at all-time highs. We're looking to break through all these previous highs, and I would not be too surprised to see it happen before Christmas. So yeah, I think the bears are being squeezed out very, very quickly at the moment. I don't think there's nothing bearish about any of the charts at the moment. So the way the markets are designed, that's what they're designed for. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. And if you do have time, you're probably going to be better off watching the 5 minute. You'll see that that level that I'm talking about at 45.50 is a clear 5 minute level as well. So that's definitely something that you need to be paying attention. You can see oscillators easing off now, but a lot of times you're just going to go sideways straight up to the minute. Okay, anyway, that's kind of my view for this morning. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.